Welcome again to another episode of The Wilderness with your host, Dr. Mario. Today's episode will be on the polar tundra. I'm here with wildlife expert Steve Michaelin. Alright, Steve, so where are we?
Well, we're in Greenland today, but to be specific, the Northeast Greenland National Park.
Alrighty then, let's talk about some of the native plants and animals that live here.
Well, for animals, there are narwhals, polar bears, arctic foxes, reindeer, and lemmings. For plants, however, bearberry plants, arctic willows, and sedges exist, to name a few.
Do any of them have any special adaptations?
Well, reindeer have horns to protect themselves, narwhals have their blubber to stay warm, and arctic foxes, they have camouflage with their white fur to stay away from predators. And then for plants, the bearberry has leather-like leaves to help stay warm, while sedges have hairy stems to trap heat. And then finally, arctic willows produce their own pesticides to keep consumers away.
Next question.
Wait, do you see that? That's an arctic fox and a polar bear cooperating by sharing food from a killed animal. Wait, why are they looking at me like that?
Why are your clothes red? It looks like you've been mauled by a bear.
Well, that's because I was. Anyway, where I was about to say that another example of cooperation, just like what just happened, is between the Arctic bumblebee and the Arctic poppy. The bee will pollinate the poppy, and then the bee gets nectar from the poppy, forming a mutualistic relationship. However, competition also exists. For example, muskox and reindeer constantly fight for food and territory, and Arctic foxes and lemmings also compete to stay alive in a predator-prey relationship.
Well, do any endangered species live here?
Well, yes, most animals here are actually endangered, such as the polar bear, Arctic fox, and narwhals, because global warming exists, forcing their population to dwindle greatly.
Are there some abiotic factors here?
Global warming is one of, if not the most detrimental abiotic factor that is present, because it is hurting many animals as well as melting permafrost, which change the landscape and will bring strong flooding to the area. Strong winds are also present, bringing colder temperatures and forcing organisms to adapt to the environment.
Wait a minute. Okay, now a word from our sponsors, Tundra Tech. In the tundra, it's particularly important to stay warm. You need a warm hat, a thick jacket, and wool pants. Also snowshoes. Would you look at that? There's a special set of these items for just $149.99.
Munch.
Oh, what are you eating? That looks like Bob Saget's elbow.
We talking about beef jerky, man.
That ain't beef jerky, dude. Here, have something that won't give you malaria.
What is that? Is that Big Chungus?
God. The compass and map. Make sure you always find your home. You're responsible for death by polar bears.
Yeah, boy, it's my dirt house. About to spit some bars.
And we're back. A couple more questions, then another word from our sponsors. Okay? What is the average temperature around here?
Well, based on personal experience and data, it is usually about 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius, so stay frosty. It also snows at least 10 inches per year.
Are there any threats to this area?
Well, of course. Human interaction can always be dangerous, both for the animal and the human involved. Global warming is also an issue, as the land is very susceptible to climate change.
Last question. How is this area globally important?
The land helps prevent flooding by freezing most of the nearby water, and without it, the world's water levels would be way higher.
Thanks, Steve Meidlin, for the interview. Viewers, please stay for extra information regarding gear and other travel locations.
Here at the polar tundra, we have many different recreational activities and points of interest. For example, number 1, the Yeti coaster of death, as well as number 2, igloo building. This is a fun activity where you and your friends and family can collect stuff and build your own home, kind of like an Eskimo. Number 3, ice fishing. Break some ice and stick a fishing pole. You can only hope for the best, that is. Number 4, the permafrost exhibit. Permafrost is an interesting element to the polar tundra, as it is under every single piece of dirt that you find. And number 5, our animal exhibit, with our weird abomination, freak of nature thingy-bobber.
I'll kill your family.
Once you're done at the polar tundra, you can also take a hike through the Arctic tundra mountains, or you can even go, as what Mr. P would say, a ghetto tiger.